So I picked up a few things at thrift stores and I didn't take footage of it because I was in a hurry when I popped in. This is probably 3 or 4 very quick trips into thrift stores because when I do estate clean outs with my husband, there's a lot of things to be donated. And so I might just donate them and say, well, while I'm here, let's take a quick peek. So I want to show you some of the things I've found recently. I picked up this Tupperware container. It's a little bit on the beaten up side. It needs a really good clean. I haven't cleaned anything yet. This was $4.99. And what this is for is to take appetizers like chip and dip, that sort of thing. And you would put things in the compartments. The dip would go right in here, and your chips or vegetables or whatever you were using would go in the little compartments. And you could take that with you to another part of your house or somebody else's party, which is great. It has the Tupperware logo, and I thought it was a really fun piece. For $3.99, I bought this very faded print, of fairies in a garden. And I thought it was just charming. It was framed in the summer of 1931. And the frame itself is pretty. It's got a little bit of blue here. I don't know if you can see that very well, and some gold. I just thought it was just super, super sweet. I didn't know what this was when I first picked it up, but I was really excited to find that it has some good value to it. It has all these great classic cars, and the plastic lid, and this part opens, snaps open. And I think this is Hazel Atlas, if I'm not mistaken, but I will definitely find out the exact name for this and I'll put it in the description box so you know. This is a really fun piece. This is a Jello mold. I paid $3.99 for it. It has 3 pieces. It has the inner mold that comes out, and that's kind of the outer ring. And what's really fun about this piece is it has its original directions in it. So it explains how it all works and how you can use it. So I think that's very interesting. It has some pictures. It tells you all about how to use Tupperware salad molds, how to use gelatin, how to make better molded salads and desserts. This is so cool. It's from 1978. And actually I plan to make a really, dropped it. But it's not China, so nobody cares. I plan to make a retro Jello salad mold of some kind for Easter, which is like kind of horrifying my husband. He'll get over it because I have these funny Tupperware Jello molds, and I'm just dying to try them out. When I was a kid, we had that sort of thing fairly regularly, especially in the 70s, early 80s. So I think it'll be a lot of fun to try to recreate it, and I'll be sure to show you how it comes out. This is a vintage Mikasa Rosella serving bowl with these great flowers and the ruffled edges. It's like a big old pink flower. It was $8.99, and I don't think I'm gonna make a killing on this piece, but it was so pretty. I just had to have it in my eBay store. I was really excited to find it. I haven't seen any markings on it, but it was easily identifiable when I did a little bit of quick research. I keep telling myself I'm not gonna buy more Christmas decor because it's a pain to store it for so long, but I love this bowl, and it has the Christmas tree. It was made by Fairfield Fine China. And I paid $4.99 for this piece. So I decided it was worth storing until Christmas. I bought 2 of these Starbucks mugs. They just feature their typical logo. They were $1.99 each, but they resell on eBay pretty readily. They're not gonna make me a millionaire, but they should sell, and I was happy to find them. I found this false craft Christmas bowl that I thought was very sweet with a Christmas tree. It was $5.99, and here's the logo, the False Craft logo. This is a nice piece. I really like False Craft. I know it's not like super coveted or anything, but they make such like nice, sturdy kitchenware pieces. This is, yeah, just, I think you could use this pretty hard and it would keep coming back for more. So, good piece. Okay, this is a bit of a mouthful, but I bought 4 of these Wedgwood Blue Hellenic Jasperware glasses. They are really pretty. They have nice pattern and figures. And I don't remember how much I paid for these right now, but I will link it in the description box. And again, I'm just showing you 2, but there were 4. Here we have a 1960s sombrero brandy snifter. So a little bit of barware. That was $1.49. I picked up these cheerful looking Santa plates. Again, this is the girl who said she was gonna stop buying Christmas themed things, but Santa is so cute. So $1.99 each. And on the back, it says IQ Accessories. So these guys don't look old to me, but so cute. I found this old Dunkin' Donuts mug with the old graphics, made in Korea. Thought that was really cute. $1.49. And I love this mug. How great is that with the campers on it? It's so much fun. I love this little guy. This was made by Spectrum Design. The logo has worn off a little bit here, but I thought that was just super cheerful. Okay, I thought these were just beautiful. Look at that pattern. They're 4 sandwich, or I guess dessert plates, $1.99 each. In perfect condition. They are so pretty. Even the person at the checkout line who was ringing me up at Goodwill said, those are beautiful. I wish they were dinner plates. They didn't have any dinner plates, but this was made by Johann Haveland in Bavaria. And you might remember I recently picked up a whole china set that was made by Johann Haveland. So I thought these were absolutely gorgeous. Picked up this set. Yep, another Christmas set. $9.99 for 4 of these plates. They have little elf shoes on them. Tell me that's not cute. I dare you to tell me that's not cute. And then here is the back of it. Ray Dunn. So these seem to sell pretty well on eBay, so I think they were a good little find. Still has the original tag on it. Oh, Ray Dunn by Magenta. Melamine collection. So yeah, I thought those were super duper cute. And then you might know this guy. So this is just a very basic piece, basic but useful 1 gallon Rubbermaid pitcher with its lid. Nobody's in there. And yeah, this is just a nice kind of useful piece, I think, for somebody. And I liked the blue on it. This might be my favorite find of the day. This is generally known as an ugly mug for reasons that I don't have to explain. It's from the 1970s. It was made by Peter Petrie, I believe. I don't know if you can see. I think this one says 1974 on it. It's not marked on the bottom, just on that front. I paid $1.99 for this, and these are pretty collectible. My husband actually said, maybe we should keep that one. And I said, no, thank you. I think we're gonna pass that on to somebody else who will really appreciate him. But I'm glad I found him just because he's so unique, and I'm always learning what different kinds of things are out there that people collect, and this was one I did not know about. Okay, so here's the thing about Goodwill and Savers and Salvation Army and all the places. And I have to say, I'm really jealous. If you're someone who has other kinds of thrift stores around you, you're so lucky. We don't really have a lot in Connecticut. It's mostly Salvation Army, Goodwill, and Savers. There's a few others, but they're very much the exception to the rule. I know I have a brother who lives out in Vermont, and he has quite a lot of little thrift stores that are owned by church groups and other religious affiliations that go to support survivors of domestic violence, all kinds of men's shelters, all kinds of great causes, and they have these fabulous stores to pick through. We don't really have them where I am, unfortunately. But once my leg is a little better, I hope to do some driving and check out some other kinds of places. But anyway, the thing about Goodwill and other thrift stores is that, you know, you find things when you do. You don't get to say, well, today I'm in the mood for Pyrex bowls, so I'm going to pick up some Pyrex bowls. You might not see Pyrex bowls that day. You might not see them in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and then you might find 10 at all crazy different price points. So on the trips I've been making recently, I've been finding a lot of Christmas stuff. And as I said, I don't really want to store so much Christmas stuff, but I'm finding it now, so I'm buying it now. And that's the way you just have to approach these kinds of things, I think. Do I sound like I'm defending myself? I might be defending myself. It's okay. So with that in mind, I bought this big platter with a Christmas tree. This is Fairfield, so this goes along with the bowl that I showed you earlier. It's a nice heavy piece, and there's no chips or cracks. This is not a sad friend. This is a happy friend. So I picked that up. I love this one. Oh, and this was, the platter was $5.99. I don't know if I said that. This one was more expensive at $8.99, but this one is Spode. I love this one. It still has its original store sticker on the back of it, so I think whoever had this didn't use it. But I think this is a great little piece, and I think someone will be happy to have it as part of their Christmas decor. Now to change holidays for just a minute, I found this little plate for $1.49, and that was at Goodwill, and I thought this was so cute. Lord knows I have enough Easter decorations to sink a ship, but I thought this bunny was so cute. It's actually just plastic, but really easy to pop in to just about any space in my house. And if you saw my Easter decorating video, you'll know that I have a lot of smaller pieces, and sometimes bigger scale things are a little bit better to have just to get your scale right. And actually, now that I'm saying that, there were 2 of these. I should have picked up both because I could have put them on either side of the round mirror on my fireplace mantle. Didn't think of it at the time. Oh well, you snooze, you lose. I bought this big square bowl. It has all different decorations on the side. It's really, really neat. This is the inside. It's just brown, this square shape. And this is called Woodland Collection. It's very heavy. This is going to be a bit of a bear to ship at some point. That's Wilson, sorry. But these are pretty collectible and have sold fairly consistently on eBay, so I think this was a good piece. Glad to have found it. I found, this is another Pyrex similar to the other one. Little Pyrex Jello mold. It's different from the other one. Oops. Let's see if I can show you both. Okay, they both have, no, actually, they're the same. They're the same. They're just slightly different color greens. So actually, they are the same. This one, the first one I showed you, it's just not locking in that well. It's not like snapping in that well for some reason. But anyway, yeah, they are the same, so I take that back. Just slightly different colors. For some reason, this guy seems a little older to me, but I can't prove that, so who knows? Okay, for $2.79, I picked up this big package of napkin ring holders, and I have been wanting some. And every time I see them, there's like 4 or 5, and I would need a really big set. So these are really nice. I think they're just maybe silver plate. I'll polish them up and see how they work. And I have quite a lot of them in here. I'll show you. Okay, so you can see here there's 12 of them, which is a great number. That is really, really perfect. I don't usually have more than 12 people, so that works out great. And I think they're just like a nice kind of classic shape. And I'm gonna try them out this Easter. So very glad to find these and be able to use some cloth napkins for a change. Okay, so this isn't the most glamorous shot of my lifetime, but I also picked up this pretty beige dog dish with the blue inside that I'm using for a water bowl. It matches Licorice's little Roseville dog food bowl really well, I thought. So I was happy to pick that up. I think it was $2.99. I forgot to show you this pretty elegant depression glass platter. It's hard to get a good sense of it. That's a water droplet because I just washed it. I paid $4.99 for this. And these elegant depression glass pieces have not sold very well for me, but look at that design. I absolutely love it. And I just couldn't pass it by. So this guy might hang out for a while on my eBay store, but once in a while you just have to buy something because you love it, right? I have a really fun day ahead. I am meeting a friend for lunch in New Haven. We're going to Geronimo's, which is an awesome Mexican place. But before that, I'm just gonna pop into Goodwill in Hamden and see what they have. Let's check it out. I didn't time this too well. I don't have very long to spend in the store, but I'm gonna get started and see what I can do. Here's a nifty little sifter. We have some dishes. What a sweet plate. Has a fair bit of damage on it. Those are very 1970s plates right there. And I really like these cute little green mugs. I'm doing my usual very careful check of the shelves. I like this blue and white dish. $1.99 Willowware. Some interesting things here. Oh, I have the salt and pepper shakers that match these mugs. That's funny. I like that platter, but they really take a while to sell, so I don't need another one. This is a great plate. Very pretty. $1.99. That's an interesting piece and very contemporary. This is kind of a cute little purse, $3.99. It's a very swirly bowl. That silver piece is actually just like a tin kind of plate. That's interesting, but it is plastic. Some white and black enamelware down on that bottom shelf. I don't know if you caught that. See some things that don't have lids to them or have some damage. It's very jumbly here in Goodwill today. I like this little creamer. This is very pretty. It's $1.99 and it's Mikasa, but it doesn't have its sugar and I couldn't find it on eBay for a recently sold price, so I'm gonna leave that one behind. Lots of glassware. These look like maybe cruets. These are really pretty. A little cup and saucer set with the peppermint candies. This section is so jumbled. It looks like somebody just threw things on the shelves. I think this Goodwill gets a lot of traffic, even though it's not busy here today. And it really ends up in some rough shape in terms of displays. But it doesn't hurt to look, and I've got to kind of wrap it up anyway because it is about time to go. I'm off to New Haven. I found some good things in Goodwill. So it was pretty lucky. I didn't have a lot of time, as I said, but grabbed a couple of things. Now I'm in New Haven. I'm a little bit early for my lunch and looking forward to seeing my friends soon. I have a pretty small haul to show you because, as I described, I didn't have a lot of time to shop. But I did pick up a few interesting things that I wanted to show you, including these really cute cups and saucers. This is actually a Starbucks pattern, believe it or not. It has these little peppermint candies on it, which are very cute. The saucer was $1.99 and the cup was $1.99, which is maybe a little high. I looked at them quickly, I think, and thought they were $1.99 total. So a little more than that, but pretty cute, and I think collectible, especially around the holiday times. And speaking of holidays, for $1.99, I bought this pretty Christmas tree plate, and it's made by Gibson. And I have some other pieces in this pattern, so I think this will be nice to have for a holiday sale. I purchased this very funny mug. Just says, mine, mine, mine. I think these are the seagulls from Finding Nemo. And they have this great little handle on the cup. It's, I think, made by Disney. I paid 99 cents for this. I'm just moving the tag so I can show you what it says underneath. It says Disney. The tag is still kind of in the way, but I don't know if you can see past the tag, but it does say Disney underneath. But these seem to resell, and honestly, even if it doesn't, I think it's really funny. For $1.99, I found this pretty willow ware royal china plate. And this is a really pretty pattern. And there's the back of it. Oops. Here we go. Without fail, I show the back stamp upside down. Sorry about that. But anyway, just a lone guy, but I'm hoping somebody will need a replacement piece for their set. And this one is in really good condition. I bought this big beer stein. This is a heavy guy. These don't resell for much, around 12 bucks. But it costs $2.99. It has a little stamp in it right here. So yeah, I thought this was kind of a good piece. I bought this Mikasa platter in the rosette pattern. And the reason why I know that is because I recently picked up a bowl in this pattern. So this was $4.99. There's nothing that labels it Mikasa, but like I said, I know because I had looked up the bowl, and then when I got this home and looked it up again, it was indeed the Mikasa platter. Really heavy and very pretty. Nice details in this piece. I bought this mug. This is a studio pottery piece. It's got the musical notes and a very sort of 70s look about it. It's very chunky. I love a chunky mug. And it says, oh, actually, no, it's not studio pottery. It was made in Mexico. I'm gonna do a little research on this. But anyway, it was $1.99. and I really liked it. Now this, I think, is a studio pottery piece because now I'm doubting myself. And again, I have to move the stickers. This particular Goodwill puts the stickers, well, a lot of them do. They put the stickers right over the tag that tells you who made what. Okay, so I bought this cute little owl. He has holes in his head. So I wonder if that's for flowers to go into. I'm thinking it must. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. But he's so cute. And there's just a little signature here that I'll have to research a little bit, but I thought he was really, really cute. I think though, the find of the day was these 3 little shot glasses. Here, I'm just showing you 2, but there are 3. So let's take a closer look. It says, blend your poison. It's attributed to George Briard, the pattern, but I know George Briard usually signed his pieces and I could not find a signature on these pieces. I'll have to look more closely, but anyway, they sell for over $100 for 3 on eBay. Very recently, a set of 3 sold for $130. I paid 99 cents for each of these, so I hope I get a similarly good sale. But when I saw them, I'll be honest, I didn't know what they were. I just knew that they were really super interesting and I wanted to find out more about them. So I think that was a nice little score. And my dud for the day, because there's always a dud for the day, was this vase, or picture, which is very, very pretty. I like it a lot. I paid $2.99 for it. But at that point, I was really in a rush, not just because I was running out of time, but also because I needed to use the ladies' room and theirs was out of order. So I thought it said Royal Dalton, but it doesn't say Royal Dalton. It says Royal Danube. So not what I thought it was gonna be. That's my bad, my mistake. Anyway, so I don't know how this will sell or if it will sell. It is a pretty piece, but you gotta really read those labels. I'm also going to include a picture of a close call I had, but fortunately I did check. I found a bag that looked just like a green Dooney and Burke bag. I got so excited. It was attached, firmly attached with a zip tie to a backing, like a display. And I asked the employee to get it for me so I could look at it more closely. And as soon as I held it in my hands, I could see it was a really cheap knockoff. And then when I looked closer, I saw that the label wasn't even Dooney and Burke, although they had that sort of duck icon that you associate with it. So yeah, definitely a cheap knockoff. It's important to read your labels so you don't end up with fake bags or pretty pictures that you think are a brand that they're not. So, note to self, be sure to check. So this is kind of a quick one, at least quick for me, but I hope you got a sense of some of the recent thrifting I've been doing and some of the items I've been picking up. I always love to go and I always love to have you with me. So that's it for me. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you have a great day. And if you enjoyed this video, please take just a minute to like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thanks. See you next time.